Hello Algebra 1. So today we are going back to Unit 10. That was the unit that we were working on before our e-learning. So this is the green packet. Now this specific document is not in your green packet. So you can either just watch this video, or what I would recommend is you find a plain sheet of paper and you just copy down how to do the problems with me. Okay, but if you don't have that, just watching the video is fine. And then you don't have a worksheet for tonight, you're just going to complete the Canvas quiz and submit that, and that's your assignment for today. Okay? So what I want to do is, because we haven't talked about Unit 10 in like a month at this point, we're just going to do a quick recap of the early part of Unit 10. So the first thing we're going to review is adding and subtracting polynomials, and this is really just combining like terms. You'll notice that there's just a 1 in front of this parentheses, so if we distribute, that's fine, but distributing a 1 doesn't really do anything. So I'm just going to bring everything down here. But my 3, I will need to distribute that, so that'll be a plus 3x cubed, 3 times negative 5, negative 15x squared, 3 times 10, is 30. And so now all I'm going to do is combine my like terms. Okay, we want to start with the highest exponent, so that's the 3x cubed. Okay, and then we have our x squareds. That's these guys. And you guys did so great on this quiz back when you took it over a month ago. So hopefully this will come back to you pretty quickly. 2x squared minus 15x squared is negative 13x squared. Then you'll have your x, and it looks like there's just this one. And then last but not least, we have our numbers. So we have a negative 12 plus 30, and I believe that's a positive 18. And if you reach back in your memory, we call this a cubic because we have a degree of 3 here, polynomial because we have 4 or more terms. Okay, let's give one like this one more try. Notice this one does have a minus, so we will have to distribute a negative 1 over here. Alright, so that's going to just change all of my signs. Minus 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 8x minus 10. My signs are changing. And now I'll just do exactly what I did with number 1. Now I'm combining like terms. So find your highest exponent, and it looks like it's the cubed again. It's a 1x cubed minus 4x cubed is negative 3x cubed. And then my squareds, 5x squared plus 2x squared is 7x squared. Notice how my exponents aren't changing. Now my x's, 8x plus 8x is 16x. And finally, careful with this one, negative 10 minus 10, those don't cancel because they're both negatives. It's a negative 20. And there you go. All right, so next we're going to talk about, we just have these 7 problems left, multiplying polynomials. So reach back in your brain from a month ago. There was an acronym, okay? It was a 4-letter acronym, and that was FOIL. Okay, so when we multiply, we use FOIL. And here's a reminder of how that works. We go first, x times x is x squared, outer, x times negative 4 is negative 4x, inner, 3 times x is 3x, and last, remember you're multiplying. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. And now we are combining your like terms, and this is an adding step. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. All right, and that's how we FOIL. All right, so now you give this one a try, okay? I want you to pause the video and I want you to write it out, see if you can do this one. Okay, seriously, pause the video, give it a try, and then when you have an answer, come on back. All right, so here you go. Let's go over the answer of how to do this. Let's see if you got the right one. First, 2x times x, 2x squared. Outer, 2x times 5 is a positive 10x. Inner, negative 10 times x, negative 10x, and last, negative 10 times 5 is negative 50. Now, I didn't mean for this to happen. This is kind of a unique problem. Notice you do have cancellation happen here. Normally, we don't see that for this type of problem, but every now and again it does. So really, your answer is just 2x squared minus 50. Okay. All right, now, number 5 is actually the type of problem we normally see cancellation with, and that's because these are called, they're actually called conjugates. It's when you have the same numbers but a plus and a minus. So there was a shortcut for this. I'm just going to do FOIL first, and then we'll see if you remember what the shortcut is. So x squared plus 10x, inner is minus 10x. Again, we're multiplying last. Negative 10 times 10, negative 100. Okay, so we'll see that cancellation occur here. All right, so our shortcut for this one, see if you remember it, was first and last. And that's because when you have conjugates, which is this pattern here, your outer and inner, these middle terms will always cancel. Which means if you come down to number 6, these are also conjugates, meaning numbers are the same, but you have a minus and a plus. So if you'd like, instead of doing FOIL, the whole FOIL, you can just do first, 2x times 2x is 4x squared, and last, minus 25. Okay, but again, if you want to do the whole thing, if you want to do first and then outer would be 10x, inner, lots of 10x's in these problems I created, and then last, that's fine because look, those are just going to cancel. Okay, so this is your final answer. Okay, 3 more problems and 2 types. This first one we have x plus 12 squared. So some of us said that when we have the squared we duplicate it, and that is correct. The squared means you're just going to write 2 of them. Notice though they are both pluses, so we're not going to have cancellation occur. And now we're just going to FOIL like normal. X times x, x squared, outer, 12x, inner, 12x, and last. 12 times 12, that's a big one. It's a 144. All right, and then again, you have like terms. We're going to combine them. Notice they do add together. They do not cancel. So 12x plus 12x is 24x. All right, let's try one more of those. Again, we have a squared here, so we're going to write this twice. And then we're just going to FOIL, just like normal. 4x times 4x, careful, it's not 8, 16x squared. Outer, 4x times negative 1 is negative 4x. Inner, negative 1 times 4x is still negative 4x. And notice these are the same. Okay, that's always going to happen for this type of problem because it's 2 of the same thing. And last, negative 1 times negative 1, a negative times a negative is a positive 1. Combine, negative 4x minus 4x is negative 8x. All right, awesome. So we're not even at 10 minutes left, or 10 minutes for this lesson, and we only have one more problem. And that is this guy. So my reminder, when you are dealing with a bigger FOIL problem like this, my suggestion would be to use what I call the box method. It's also called the area model method. And some of you are probably saying in your head right now, oh yeah. Okay, so I'm going to make a 2 by 3 box. X squared plus 3x minus 5. That's going to go along the 3 side because that's a trinomial. And then x minus 2 will go along this side because it's the binomial. And then you're just going to multiply and you're going to fill each little box. X times x squared is x cubed. X times 3x, 3x squared. X times negative 5, negative 5x. And then you come down here. Negative 2 times x squared, negative 2x squared, negative 2 times 3x, negative 6x, negative 2 times negative 5, positive 10. Okay, and your like terms should be along the diagonals here. Okay, so you've got x cubed, negative 2 plus 3 is positive 1, x squared. Negative 6x plus negative 5x is negative 11x. And then you're just going to put your plus 10 down here. Okay, there you go. All right, just over 10 minutes here. I didn't quite make the 10-minute marker, but hopefully this looks familiar to you. What you want to do now is go find your Canvas quiz and submit that, and then you are done for the day. All right, please let me know if you have any questions. All right, if you do, give me an email or join our Zoom session. All right, have a good one. Bye.